Hi, guys. It's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot, and I am here with Gina from Cancer Baby Tarot for episode 3 of Pippin Hot Tarot Talk. How you doing, Gina?
I'm good, babes. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. Let's get this day popping.
Get it on and popping, baby. On and popping.
Guys, everything you need is in the description box below the video. So let's get into this and see what's happening. Whoops. One thing I need to get is a piece of paper. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. I got to write down the timestamps. Okay. Let me get this so I can write down the timestamps, and we are good. Okay. Aries. What time we got? Okay. Let's get into this, Aries. Okay, it's going to be your energy, your person's energy, the obstacle that you're facing, the outcome, and advice from Spirit. So, what do we got here? I feel like your wish fulfillment is just to have some emotional communications. You want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody. And where they're coming... Okay. You want to talk to somebody, but they want to tell you the bad things that happened in the past. There's a choice here. They have a choice, but they're falling into this what bad things happened to them in the past. Where you're just trying to get some, I don't know, maybe you want to know this. Because this is about a conversation to be had, right? This is about you two wanting to open up to one another. This may be a new relationship for you, Aries. The obstacle is cutting somebody off. Oh, you may cut this person off when you get some clarity about them. Even though they're coming in Emperor energy, Aries, maybe what they're telling you about the past might be a red flag for you, maybe a huge red flag for you. The outcome, I do see you working on this relationship, but maybe holding back a little bit when it comes to love. Like you're taking it slow. You're just taking it slow. Now, let me get a clarifier here. Oh, okay. Okay. The big red flag is this is about exes, unfaithful, love triangle, ex in question. Okay, so maybe this is why when they were telling you about how hurt they were in the past and you may be seeing red flags, it might be because they're talking about their ex a little too much, right? They're not over that conversation. They're not over that relationship. You see that this is going to be an argument in this relationship. You see that this is going to be a burden here. So I feel like for you, Aries, you may need to think this one through a little bit more before you get into it, because it seems like this person could still be hung up on that ex.
Okay, so Aries, my loves, guys, you have had just about enough of somebody and their hoish ways. Am I allowed to say that? Sam, don't kill me.
Oh yeah, we're more than 10 seconds in.
Okay, good. I was like fearing for my life for a minute there. Yeah, so so Aries, the energy between you and your person is you've had enough. You're about to show this person the true Aries temper. You're about to turn into a little Sour Patch Kid. Your head's about to blow all the way up. So the way this person is coming towards you, Aries, so I feel like you guys may fight, you may go your separate ways, but this person knows that you are an Empress energy, and they know that you're not going to accept anything less but absolute loyalty. Their intention towards you is to come forward and have an honest conversation about how they feel and, come back together with you. Their next action towards you is to end things with a third party. They know that it's time to stop because you're really reaching a point here where you're done. The way this person sees you is you're not talking to them. You're leaving them on red and you're focusing on healing. You're really fed up. You're really fed up with being juggled. What this person is is hiding, Aries, is they know you're right. They know you're right. They know you deserve an apology. They know that they've been doing way too much behind your back, and it's time to, poop or get off the pot. If they want you, they need to get serious. The way you're seeing this connection is, listen, I'm not stupid. King of Swords and the Lover's card. I know you're entertaining someone else, and either it's going to end or I'm going to go. Either you're going to make this choice or I'm going to make it for you. Okay. So Aries, I do see the outcome here being a conversation taking place, an apology taking place. You may never get a chance to know all the specific details, but I do see an apology with changed behavior. Okay. The challenge here is the Nine of Wands, that this person gets real defensive anytime you say anything to them. And now I think you're switching the tables up, where you're like, you know what, I don't care. You try talking to them, they put up their defenses, they tell you that you're crazy, you're insane, all this other stuff, and you've reached a point where you don't even want to talk anymore, and that's going to change everything. I do feel like your connection is going from insanely toxic to someone offering real commitment here. They know that it's time for them to get serious, or you're going to go. You're not sticking around anymore.
Okay, so Taurus. Taurus, I feel like you are, you have a victory blocking somebody. You ain't talking to somebody. Like for you, this is like you've succeeded at this. You've succeeded. Okay. For them, there's an ending, and now they want to rush. They want to rush back to you because of their past mistakes. So this is almost like you had enough. You blocked them. You let them go, and now they're like, wait. Let me tell you about this. Okay. I don't feel like it's coming though. This person's. They're being very tactile. Okay. This person's plotting and planning. This person they can't get something out of their head. And so now this person's like maybe watching every move you make, kind of paying attention to the details, right? Details. And because this is something they want. This is something they're like, I'm going to have this. And here you are in the outcome here. They're going to apologize, but you're still going to be at a crossroads. You're still not going to be sure what this person, if it's worth your time or your energy. Whatever they did, it had to do with, just manipulating you, or they were like playing mind games with you, and you chose to walk away from it. You chose to walk away. But the truth, this person for a long time, they've need to master their emotions. I feel like it's not just their emotions that they need to master here. It's the fact that this person could be an alcoholic. This person drinks too much. You got the King of Cups. He's always got a cup in his hand, right? He's always got the cup in his hand. This person maybe drinks too much for you, and then he goes off. The card you got is bossy, selfish, and inflexible. I feel like that may be describing this person and why you're feeling like you don't want anything to do with them.
Okay. All right. So Taurus, the energy between you and your person is you're going to get the last laugh, or you're going to get the last word. Okay. There could be divorce papers being served here, or a final ending, you packing your stuff and going. There's going to be a final action, or a final a final text, something being said that's going to seal the ending of everything. Now, all of a sudden, the way this person is coming towards you is they're going from 0 to 60. They're going from ignoring you, not caring about you, not talking to you, to all of a sudden being all over you. The problem here is that their intention is to come into your life and just say whatever you want to hear. Every word out of this person's mouth is a lie. And I feel that Taurus, with the Four of Swords, it's not going to faze you whether they're lying, not lying, because you've healed from this. Their next action towards you is to get you to believe that they love you and they can't let you go, and they want to heal the situation. It's not true. It's not true. For whatever reason, this person, they don't want to release you, but at the same time, they don't want to put the work in that needs to be done to save the connection. The way they see you, Taurus, is you're leaving them on red, and you're manifesting in your own life. Now, the thing about this person is The reason why they don't want to release you, Taurus, is because they know that you are amazing relationship material. They know that you're going to move on to something better. They know that when you walk away, someone else is going to love you and appreciate you, and they don't want that. So they don't want to put the work in to do what they need to do to keep you, but they don't want anyone else to have you. The way you see this situation is, well, what did you think was going to happen? You know, you got the Justice card, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Wands. What kind of future were you expecting here? What kind of outcome were you really expecting? Taurus, I think you're confused. Like, are you serious? Do you really think I have such little self-respect that I'm going to sit here and reconcile with you? The challenge is that this person has a massive ego, and they really think that they can get you back wrapped around their finger. The outcome here, Taurus, is this person's going to shoot their shot. They're going to try to apologize. I think that you're going to make it very clear to this person, Taurus, that they don't stand a chance. You're going to make it very clear that you want them out of your life. Your advice here is to give your time and attention to something else. I feel like you are already healed from this, and you're just shutting out the cycle. You're just doing the final, what's it called? When you, there's a saying about like just taking care of loose ends. Just you're closing up the loose ends here of the relationship to just finalize it. So this person doesn't stand a chance.
Okay, Gemini. Gemini, I feel like maybe you're feeling like here that you need to overcome some obstacles. You want to overcome some obstacles with a Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio in a relationship. You're ready to fix things. You're trying to overcome the obstacles. Your person has maybe taken a step back. They're looking at the bigger picture. You know, they're just hanging out. You know, they're gaining enlightenment. They have strong emotions. I feel like they have strong emotions about wanting to be with you, but they want to see everything. You know, maybe there's issues here that you both have to overcome, right? Because I do see in the what the obstacle is a healing. You know, there's needs to be some kind of a healing or recovery here. Your energy is that of the King of Wands. This could be that this is a strong soul tie, because I do see the Empress here. So that would be the Emperor in a lower vibration. You know, you were out in the cold needing to heal. I feel like it was you that was healing, because when it comes to the outcome, you have an Empress here. You have an Empress here that you're very passionate about, and you're manifesting moving forward with this person. You want to be with this person. So I feel like you're overcoming the obstacles that you need to overcome, because to you, this is the person you want to be with. Now, you've let go of things that no longer serve you. You were back and forth needing strength for the burden, but I feel like you're still ready to move forward. You're progressing, because the card you got is reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues, getting back together.
Okay, Gemini. So the energy that I have between you and this person, I feel like this is someone that you're not with. This is someone that either you're missing because they're having a glow up, or they're missing you because you're having a glow up. Now, whoever here is nostalgic is in a relationship. Okay, so they're holding back from reaching out, but their intention is to quite possibly leave the relationship that they're in to go pursue the person that they're nostalgic about. So let's just say you're having a glow up, Gemini. Now all of a sudden you have an ex that's nostalgic about you. This person's in a relationship. They're willing to leave that relationship to return to you. I feel like their next action is that with the Sun card and the Emperor, this person is realizing that they could sit in Emperor energy if they're with you, because you're having this glow up. Now, the way they see you, Gemini, is that you wouldn't be interested in reconciliation. And I don't feel that you are, because you're sitting in this beautiful Nine of Pentacles energy. You're single and living your best life here. What they're hiding is that they have been stalking you and watching your healing journey, and they're broke. This person has no money. They don't have a penny to their name, and they feel like you're their ticket out of poverty. Now, the way you see this connection is, it could have been amazing at one point in time, but that ship has sailed. You see what I'm saying? Barb, did you just sigh?
No, I'm shuffling cards.
I could have sworn I just heard somebody go, I don't know, guys, rewind and let us know if you heard that. I could have sworn I just heard someone like sigh real deep. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. All right. Yeah, Gemini, I feel like, you may have thought at one point that this was your happily ever after, but not right now. Not right now. That it could have been something great, but you're not, the hanged man, you're not interested in that anymore. The challenge here is that this person is going to use love and sex to try to pull you back. But the outcome here is the Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Ten of Swords. You took too long. If you wanted me back, you should have asked for me back a long time ago. Not now that my prayers and my dreams are coming true. You see what I'm saying? You do have a soul tie connection with this person, Gemini. You do, but you're not letting them in. I don't see you letting them in. Maybe it's because you know that they're just coming back for your money or for what you can provide and not for you. This could be karmic. All right, that's what I got for you.
Okay, Cancer. Let's see.
Cancer babies.
Okay, Cancer, I feel like if you felt attacked or if you felt like something was harsh or whatever the case may be, your wish fulfillment is just to recover. If there was something attacking you, you're just wishing to recover. The person that you're dealing with, it was trying to cut you out, was trying to cut something out. But the truth is being offered. You're finding out what was actually happening. Okay. So it has to do with the foundation of something, a relationship, and you need to see things differently, and you need to take your time and not rush it. Okay. And I mean, seriously, because whatever this person was trying to do to you, you're choosing to heal. You're not giving it any you're not giving it any power. You're not giving it anything. Okay. Because for you, Cancer, here you are, Queen of Cups. You're leaving whatever this is out in the cold. Whatever was trying to cut you off or cause some kind of attack, and you've moved on and you've protected yourself. You've protected yourself from this. Okay? In the advice, it's like standing your ground. I almost feel like this person is kind of childish. They're kind of childish, and they may have been trying this illusion on you for a long time. Okay, now what this sounds like to me is you've been attacked by a karmic. And this is about you giving it love and light and letting it go, okay? Versus you wallowing in it and trying to, you're handling it. You're handling it in the right way, because this is about a soul connection. This is about a soulmate, partnership, or spiritual union, okay? The person that's coming at you is only coming at you because they're trying to block your blessing, period. So just recognize it for what it is, give it love and light, and throw the shield up and move on with your day. Don't give it any power.
I rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
All right, so Cancer babies. What we have here is, by the time this reading comes out, we're going to be right in Mercury retrograde. And this reading shows it this is karma at its finest in your reading. There is someone here that it's hitting them what they did. It's really hitting them what they've lost. And they're realizing that they've made a decision that they can't take back. This is someone that's facing really severe karma. They could be facing poverty. They could be facing jail time. They could be facing illness. I mean, this is somebody that is really, really going through it. And their life has been in a downhill spiral ever since they tried to hurt you. Now, their next action here is they're having a come to Jesus moment. They're going to try to be a better person. They want to come back with an apology and changed behavior. This could be someone that's actually getting closer to God. They want to try to impress you that they're getting closer to God. The way they see you is the Four of Swords. You're just kind of chill. You're not really You know, they can't seem to get a reaction out of you, and that's really making them sad. It's really making them sad. Like, no matter what they send to you or no matter what they show you, you're just completely disinterested here. Yeah, you have left the building. You could care less about what this person is going through. What's that good old fashioned saying? I wouldn't even pee if you on you if you were on fire. That's
Yep.
where you're out at right now, Cancer. Not that you have hatred in your heart, you just absolutely want nothing to do with this person. What they're hiding is the fact that since you won't take them back, it is giving them an ego death, okay? You knew the way you feel about this is you knew that one day this person would come crawling back. You're ready for it and you're not even going to entertain it. You see this person as a liar. You see them as you just see them as someone that can't be trusted. The challenge here is that you're too grown for this. You're too intuitive from this. You're dealing with someone that sits in darkness and you're a light worker. You understand? And you can see that shadow coming from a mile away. You can see that this person is coming in to dim your light or dim your life in some way, shape, or form, and you're too smart for it this time. You're too smart to be tricked by the devil this time. The outcome here, Cancer, is you being in complete control of your emotions and money. You got the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you could start working from home again. Others of you, you're starting a business or a new job or something that's going to bring in a lot of money. And I'm really feeling like sales. Something, if you work a 9 to 5 job and you work in sales, you're going to get a lot of sales. Or if you're a business owner, you're going to be getting a lot of customers. Okay. Your advice here is to say hi to people, say bye to people, be sweet, be kind, be friendly, and then go mind your own business. Because right now, your prayers and manifestations are coming to fruition. But with the Four of Pentacles, they're not meant for anyone else but you. And if you start handing it out to other people, Spirit is going to block it. That's what I got.
There you go. Okay, Leo. Okay. Leo, I feel like you want to offer somebody something here, but it's like, or this is even an apology for breadcrumbing somebody. This is an apology for breadcrumbing somebody in a relationship where there was no contact, there was no speaking, there was no nothing. Now, to the other person, it's crystal clear. They can see clearly that, it's almost like you wanting to be with somebody else here. I almost like there was some juggling here, wanting to be with somebody else, causing an argument. This was something that you wanted to put your energy on somebody else other than them. Okay, so the reason you're not speaking is because you're apologizing for this. You breadcrumbed them, but you were also trying to get a hold of somebody else. Okay, now the obstacle is pre-empress energy. Now her wish fulfillment is to see somebody walk away. They're just this person that you're trying to maybe talk to. They don't want nothing to do with you. They're completely over it. They don't care. They just have moved on. So their wish fulfillment is just to see you walk away. Okay. Now the outcome is now you don't know what direction to go in and you're having sleepless nights. You want justice, but you have to be honest about it. You want things to turn to your way, but there has to be some honesty here. So you have to own it. You have to own something. Now the advice, there's a Queen of Pentacles here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This person is left you out in the cold because of some. It's almost like you either attack this person or you were very harsh or you were ill-spoken in the past. So whoever you wanted to be with has turned you away as well. And the problem here, your card is egg on your face. Egg on your face. Ashamed, backfired, got caught. Okay. So for you, if you were trying to leave one to go to another, they both left you. So Leo, that doesn't sound very positive, but I'm just saying this is what happened. I'm just saying it did not work out.
That's sad. All right, so let's see here. Leo, so what I got is it's pretty messed up, okay, what I got here for you. So I feel like there was a situation between you and your person where your person had to stop talking to somebody. So I'm feeling like this might be like possibly a baby mama, a baby daddy, an ex, somebody that has been in their life for a long time. Okay. And to make the relationship work between you and them, they cut somebody off. But from the moment they did it, they have had extreme sorrow and regret. Now, the way they're coming towards you is, they're showing you that they're going to do what it takes to heal the connection. So there's going to be this short period of time where everything is going to go good between you and this person because you feel like this person did what they had to do to make your connection go well. Do you see what I'm saying? But their intention is to go back to that person. Their intention is to apologize to that person that they had to cut off. If this is an ex, a baby mama, a baby daddy, their intention is to not release this person. Okay. This is someone that they do not want to not be in communication with. And you're going to see this as a massive betrayal. Massive betrayal. Now, this person is going to tell you that you're stuck in your head, that you're insecure, that you're crazy, that you're jealous, that you're this, that you're that, but you're not. You're not. This person may have disrespected you in some way, or they did something that was inappropriate. So you had a right to say, listen, I don't want you speaking to this person anymore. But they're going to override that. They did it for a little while and now they're going to go back. What they're hiding is that they can't stand going another day without speaking to this ex. The way they look at this connection is the Six of Wands and the Six of Cups. Victory is going to go to this past person. It could be an ex, it could be a long-term friend, it could be baby mama, whatever. I don't know who it is, but it's someone that was in their life before you. I can guarantee that, okay? The challenge here is that you feel that with the Magician and the Knight of Wands that this person betrayed you or cheated on you, or they want that person more than you. I think the outcome here, Leo, is you're going to end this. You don't need this in your life. You're going to end this and you're going to go off on your own. The advice here is that you feel like this person, it's kind of like they had your back and then they turned on you, So now you just feel like everything they do is kind of like a mind, F-U-C-K, right? You know what I'm saying? Like everything is just a mind game and you don't trust them anymore. You're closing your heart off to this person. You just don't want to, they're not going to be able to get you back once they do this. And that's what I got for you.
Okay, Virgo. Virgo, I feel like you're headed towards somebody. Now, you may be traveling from a distance. I feel like you could be working out of town or you could be traveling, but you're coming in hot. Now, this is going to come out around... Oh, this is going to come out on the 21st. So we'll be definitely into retrograde because this is coming to reconcile something from the past that you can't get out of your head. You are coming in hot. You're ready to see somebody, right? It's almost like this person may be avoiding you. They feel like that they cut you out for a reason. They see the relationship as being toxic. So you might be coming towards this person, but they know that they'll get nothing but a tower moment in this relationship if they come back with you. Because again, the obstacle is the devil. They feel like it's toxic that you've breadcrumbed them and then you come and apologize to try to reconcile. So it's almost like they know that you're. I'm surprised I don't see the Knight of Wands in and out, in and out, in and out kind of energy that you're giving this person. Now they're for the outcome, they're resisting this. They want you to just move on, right? They want you to walk away. They don't even want to talk to you. This person doesn't want to deal with this relationship because when you go through something, I almost feel like for you it's comfort, but to them it's painful. It's very painful, right? Because the advice is to block this. This is a burden. This is a burden, and you want the victory over this burden. It's almost like you keep fighting for something that you know you can't have. You know you can't have this. And the card you got was avoidance, in hiding, feeling guilty, no communication. Because I feel like in this case, you're wanting somebody, but they don't want to go another round. It's not that they didn't love you in the past, it's that they've had enough of it. They've kind of just had enough of the toxicity.
Okay. So, Virgo, what I'm actually getting here is that you're separating with somebody. And for a while, immediately after this separation, your life seems better for it, and their life seems better for it. So we've got two people that are on the same page. You guys are not talking. You're happy. They're happy. I wish you the best. I wish you the best too. Now, the way they're coming towards you, Virgo, is this person is going to start to miss you. They're going to start to want to heal things. They're going to start to miss your smile, your laugh. They're going to start to look at you in a way like, ma'am, Virgo was everything that I wanted. I do feel like their next action here is they're trying to move on, but they can't help but look back. This person has a lot of sorrow and they have a lot of regrets. The way they see you is loyal, kind, solid, stable, nurturing, a moneymaker, a good parent, a good marriage partner. They're looking at all the goodies. They're really starting to focus on what they lost. What they're hiding is that this person is in an emotional upheaval right now. They're having nervous breakdowns. They're having emotional breakdowns. They just can't believe that they lost this. They can't believe that they lost this. Now, the way how you're doing fine. With the Death card and the Sun card, you've never been better. You have never been better. So, because they didn't fight for this when they should have fought for it, they've lost you for good, because I don't feel like you're willing to entertain this at all. The challenge is that even if they come back, even if they fight now with the Seven of Wands, you're completely disinterested. And they are going to try to come back to see if, you feel the same way at all. And with the Five of Pentacles, crickets. They're not going to get anything from you. Okay. Your advice is the Ace of Pentacles. You have something new coming in. I see you dating. And I see you meeting somebody new that's going to offer you loyalty, love, commitment. This could be your twin flame. This could be a strong soul tie coming in for you. This could happen around Scorpio season, maybe. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely something new coming in for you, Virgo.
Okay, guys, we're going to do our little, this is right down the middle. This is time for our spirit talk. I think today's subject, we're going to talk a little bit about shadow work and what actually shadow work is. Now, there's a lot of different ways of doing it. You can get the booklet, you can do go the whole 9 yards. But if you really want to start it off, I'll tell you what I do, and then Gina can tell you what she does, okay? So what I do is I go to a quiet place and I start to meditate, and I start to think about things that harmed me in my past. And I go all the way back as far as I can remember, and I watch it like a third-party observer. I take a piece of paper and a pencil, so when I'm watching it, I can write down what I feel in that moment, right? And then once I've watched it, I visualize myself reaching in and grabbing a cup from their hand. Whatever liquid's in it is the power they took from you. Then you pour it at their feet, okay? And you take your power back by taking the cup back to you. And then for me, I lay a sword at their feet, because that tells me I have forgiven this trespass. You no longer have any power over me, and I have released the pain you've caused me. And then I move on to the next time that happened in my life. Now, that's how I approach it. And it took me several days to do those meditations, but I'm going to tell you, I felt like the world was lifted off my back the minute I finished. So, it is a continuous healing. It's something that you're going to, people can mess with us every day. So it's just about you taking a chance with yourself and going and releasing yourself. If you're holding on to something, even if you're not recognizing that you're holding on to that, you may be holding on to that pain. So that's what I got.
Okay. That's definitely really good. Now, so the way I do this is a little different, because I don't always have the time to, and to meditate and stuff like that. So I do it actually as I'm driving. I'll do it as I'm playing a game. I know that sounds ridiculous, but as I'm playing like my game and stuff like that, I'll do it. And you know how I do it? I just look back and I accept responsibility. So the way I look at shadow work is the reason why we have shadow work is because it's unresolved trauma, right? It's someone hurt me and I didn't have time to deal with it at that point in time. I was too young to understand how to deal with it at that point in time, and I just threw it in a little closet and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and that creates your shadow side, right? So I go back and I'll think of like an event that happened in my life and I will try to figure out how to make it where it's my fault. That's a little bit difficult to do through childhood, so this might work better for anything relationship wise or since you were older. If you make things your fault or if you accept responsibility for what you did wrong in those situations, you take the power away from that person and you put the power back in your hands. Let me give you an example. Let's just say Barbara does me dirty, right? She does something really, really horrible to me, and I don't have the time to focus on it. I put it in my little closet, and a year down the line, now that starts bubbling up again. It's Mercury retrograde or something. And I'll sit back and I'll think to myself, okay, yes, Barbara did me dirty, but you know what? I didn't have to do this. I didn't have to help. I didn't have to believe her. I didn't have to trust her. I could have waited until, I didn't have to just jump right in and do this. I look at what I did wrong in that situation. Now, what I'm waiting for is for Barbara to come back and apologize to me, right? But when I take responsibility, now all I have to do is forgive myself. And that takes the power away from Barbara. I'm no longer carrying Barbara with me everywhere I go because Barbara has nothing to do with this anymore. She's someone who hurt me, and I'm looking at it as these are lessons that I need to learn. This is stuff that I need to stop doing.
Yeah.
In relationships, we go above and beyond. Oh, we see it all the time, right? Barbara, as tarot readers, I did this for him, I did this for her, I did this for
Amen.
him, I did this for her, and this is the thanks I get. Guess what? No one told you to do any of those things. Reality is,
Yeah.
nobody told you to do any of those things. And if you
Yeah.
sit there and you say, well, they promised me this and promised me that, you're the one that's in charge of protecting your energy. You're the one that should. It's kind of like saying, I'm not getting in the van. I want to see the candy first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give to you. I'll give to you, but when oh, we're gonna get married. Okay, well, I'll co-sign for that car when we're married. You understand? I'll get you a credit card. I'll give you that money or whatever when we're married. Nobody tells us to do the things that we do. So that's how I handle it. If I accept responsibility and I forgive myself, it takes power away from that person. Does that make sense? Like
It
I don't
does.
need their
It does.
apology to heal.
It does.
I don't need you to heal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But also remember that when it comes to forgiveness, forgiveness is not about the person that hurt you. It's about you letting go of the pain they caused you. And so many people get that confused. They say, I'll never forgive. All you're telling a person when you say that you'll never forgive is that you choose to be a victim. You do. You're victimizing yourself because you're saying, I'm going to wallow in that shit forever. It's, if you
And they're
choose to
still
do that,
controlling your life.
yeah, they are
Yeah, and they're
controlling
still
your
going to
life.
control
Yeah,
your life. You
100%.
can't go into a new relationship. You can't have a new friend. You can't have
Yeah.
anything new in your life because you're always going to be every face that you see. It's going to be that person.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when you forgive, you not only have to forgive the person, the forgiveness, let that go, you choosing not to have the pain, but you also have to, like Gina said, you have to forgive yourself for your own shortcomings because there's three parts to it. There's forgiveness of whoever harmed you, there's forgiveness of your own shortcomings, and then there's asking God for his forgiveness. So there's three parts to that. And, you have to really look at the whole picture when you're trying to understand, how am I healing? How do I heal myself? That's how you heal yourself. So
Yeah. And even right down to childhood, I've literally told myself, you know what? I was beaten, I was molested, I was whatever. No one told me to be quiet. I had the option to speak up. I had the option to go to a teacher. I had the option to, if I was too scared to lose what I had, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I know you're like, Gina, but you were a child. What did you know? But the point is, the option was there. Do you see what I'm saying?
true.
My sister at the age of 11, she started getting abused. She was out in a heartbeat. She called my mom in a heartbeat and said, "Mom, get me out of here." And she got, you know what I'm saying? It took one day of her being mistreated because she was like the youngest and she was on a pedestal all the time, and she left. So even as a child, you have choices. You know what I'm saying? Do I want to stay or do I want to go?
That's true. That's true.
You know?
There's a lot more to it, but yeah, I get what you're saying
Of course. I
100%.
mean, we're just skimming over the top of it, but
Yeah.
reality is we always kind of have a choice. There's always an adult around for you to speak to. I've passed plenty of police officers in my time as being a child. I could have spoken up. I could have said something, you
You
know?
could have. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Same here. So yeah, 100%. Okay, guys, we're going to do this between Virgo and Libra on our piping hot tarot talk. So there is tarot talk here because we're going to try to help in the middle of all of this. So let's get into this for Libra. And of course, I didn't put down the time. I'm going to go 33. Okay. Okay. Libra, there's a choice here. You're making a decision, but there could be someone in the wings here as well. I feel like you want to work on a family. You're making the decision to work on a family situation. You really are. I feel like this is working on this new beginning. And I love the Ace of Pentacles. It's my favorite card in the deck because this is the one card that whatever's being given to you, it's a blessing, but it's going to grow and prosper. So when you have this, you get love and abundance in this with that new beginning. So I feel like you're making a decision to fix a family situation, work on it, give it all you've got. This also could be family and work. So you could be making a decision around you're working, literally working. So your person. I feel like even though you're the one who's investing in this relationship, your partner's not. Your partner's not as invested in the relationship. There's a lot of back and forth, but he's still holding back and hiding things. There's somebody who's holding back and hiding situations or information from you. Now, the obstacle. You may be at a crossroads trying to figure out what direction to move in the future, right? I feel like you want peace and balance here. You're trying to find peace and balance. You definitely want to reconcile, but you may be a little unhappy. I feel like, I almost feel like not sure. You don't know what direction to go in to get this back on track. Because where you're invested, your person's kind of not. And then now it's planting that seed of doubt with you. Okay. The outcome, somebody here is going to walk away. They wanted clarity. They were wishing for clarity, but all they got was drama. So you're trying to invest in something that now you're feeling like I've had enough of it. This was somebody you felt was your person, your partner. You got the Two of Cups, but now you're just having sleepless nights over the relationship, wanting to be single. You're ready to be single because you're tired of it. And the card you got was fighting, trust issues, one-sided, detached, right? You can't be in a relationship if you're the only one there.
So Libra, I think my reading really kind of picks up right where Barbara left off. Because the energy, I actually see you with new love. You got the Ace of Cups here. You have someone new, because that person that Barbara was talking about may have potentially been karmic, because I feel like you're meeting a twin here, or you're meeting a very strong divine soulmate. The energy between you and your person is the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Swords. As soon as you decide to cut a situation out of your life, your blessings are just going to smack you right in the face, okay? This could be money. This could be getting pregnant if you've been wanting to have children. This could be getting married if you've been wanting to get married. I do feel that ex that Barbara was talking about is going to come rushing back. They are going to come rushing back, but it's going to be way too late. You're going to have a choice between an Emperor and a King of Wands, and I think you're going to choose the Emperor here. Their next action towards you, the Page of Swords and the Ace of Cups, is to see if, what's going on with you, and they're going to find out that you have someone new in your life. The way they see you, Libra, is that you're building a solid foundation for yourself, that you have truly given up on that connection and that it's over. So that ex that Barbara was talking about is gonna, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. What they're hiding is they can't believe you've really moved on. They thought this was going to be just like any other time where you guys would fight and end up getting back together. But Libra, not only have you moved on, but you're very defensive over your new relationship. You're not having it. You're not going to have anyone come in and disrupt this beautiful 10 of Cups that you have coming towards you. The obstacle here, or the challenge, is the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. Someone here is in massive regret because you don't give a crap about them anymore, and you're giving all your time and energy to something else. The outcome here is that you're manifesting everything that you've ever prayed for or manifested is coming towards you, and now you've got this past person that sits in nostalgia. Okay. Your advice here is, no matter if they come towards you hot, heavy, passionate, loving, romantic, 4 of Cups, you keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Remember that little Cheech and Chong, you keep on knocking, but you can't come in. No matter what, Libra, don't let them in, because you're reaping, you got karma and dharma here, Libra.
Okay. Scorpio, I feel like you're sitting in Empress energy right out the gate. Okay. It's very important here because, you are all 4 queens rolled into one. Okay. And the High Priestess. You have strong emotions about a relationship, or it's almost like you're secretly waiting to move forward. That's what you're doing. You're secretly waiting to move forward. This is something that you want with somebody, but you are in Empress energy. Now, the person you're dealing with is walking away. It's like it's illuminating a King of Swords. This person who is very cold, very calculated, strategic. This person can beat their enemy by using their weakness against them. Okay, but they are truthful. They're very truthful in this. But this is the badass of the deck, no matter what. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You see your happiness walking away. Maybe that's it. You see your happiness walking away with this King of Swords. This King of Swords, you want clarity on this person. You want clarity. You want to know why or what's up. Okay. The center of the read, the obstacle, is their wish fulfillment is somebody from the past. There's a third party that has been cut out. In what they're telling you is they've cut them out, but they haven't. They haven't really cut this person out. Scorpio, you're coming in the outcome as yourself, Queen of Cups. You do want a victory. You want to heal this. You want to heal this, but this person's in their emotions. I want to clarify this. I feel like this person's taking you for a ride, Scorpio, because I feel like, the cards you got was Netflix and chill, sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with someone else. Okay. I can see right here, their wish fulfillment is somebody from the past. Okay. In the center of the read, that's the obstacle. Now you're hoping to move this forward. You have you over here. You're secretly waiting to move forward. And then here you want a victory healing with this person. Now they're in the King of Cups mode. They're in their emotions about the relationship. But actually, this person is very passionate. They're very passionate in their judgment. I almost feel like the King of Wands can be quite the player too. He's very good looking. He's very charismatic. When he walks in the room, heads turn, right? But in your judgment, maybe this is your judgment about this person, that this person's got that kind of a Don Juan thing going on because this person's obsessed with chaos. They're obsessed with chaos. They want to cause all kinds of drama. They want to cause all kind of damage. They're not, maybe this is how you're finally seeing this person. And under the bottom of the deck, you got the Hangman. You needed to take a step back and look at the bigger picture with this person. You really did, because there's red flags flying everywhere for you, Scorpio, everywhere here, right? this person wants a booty call, and that's all they want is a booty call. Maybe you're the one, since you're an Empress energy, that you are with the karmic. This would be a sign that you're with the karmic.
Okay. So Scorpio, this reading could either be a warning for you or it could go in your favor. So you take it as it resonates, okay? Someone here did something wrong. Could have been you, could have been your person. But whoever got hurt is not releasing the grudge. They are carrying it with them and beating that dead horse. They're going to beat it until the wheels fall off, okay? The problem here is one man's garbage is another man's treasure, okay? And I feel that, let's just say, Scorpio, you made the mistake. And this person is just not getting over it. Like, they just keep beating you and beating you and beating you. I think that there's so little love and affection in the connection that you could be developing a crush. You know, you're either falling in love and in lust for someone else. I don't see you taking action towards that person just yet, but there's definitely a sense of a crush, okay? I do feel that their intention, your person's intention towards you, is to kind of, it's almost like they reconciled with you just to 1 minute be warm and loving and kind, and the next minute be cruel and cutting and, you know, tearing you to pieces over the mistake that you made. Their next action towards you is the Five of Wands and the Death card. I do see a bad fight breaking out, and Scorpio, I see you leaving. Or, like I said, Scorpio, it could be a warning. If you're the one that's holding the grudge, because Scorpios have a hard time letting things go too, okay? If you're the one holding the grudge, just know this person's not going to stay still and get beat up anymore. Whoever here did something wrong, they're no longer going to stand in place. I'm kind of seeing, you remember those toys when we were kids where you would fill up the bottom with water and you would just hit it and hit it and hit it and it would come back up? That the person who did something wrong has been taking those type of punches, and they're done now. They're done standing in place and allowing themselves to get beat up. I do feel that whoever here did wrong is putting in a lot of work trying to heal the situation. I do feel that, you know, what this person that's doing this is hiding is they feel justified in being abusive in this way. And that is not justified. The person that got hurt, it is important to understand that they got hurt. It is important to apologize, but you're never justified in abusing somebody. If you're going to reconcile, the point of reconciliation is to start on a fresh slate, not, yeah, baby, come back to me so I could beat the crap out of you every single day for what you did to me. You know, that's not reconciliation. Okay. So I feel, Scorpio, that whoever here is dealing with that, you know, type of abuse is going to walk away, and they're walking into a very, very fruitful connection. You know, their wish fulfillment, there could be money here. There's a strong soul tie. There's love. And it's almost like the person that they're walking towards, it's like, no, I love you. I don't ever want to let you go. You're like everything I've been looking for in a person. So we have someone here that's going from being called like a piece of crap every day of their life to being exalted and put on a pedestal, and that's going to feel good. You know, Five of Pentacles, the Star card, and the Six of Cups, that's going to feel really good, and there's going to be no looking back. So Scorpio, if you're beating someone over the head, just know that that person is going to dip and they're going to go live their best life. Or, you know, a cross watcher, if you're doing that to a Scorpio, they're not going to sit in place much longer. Yeah. See, I'm seeing 2 masculine energies and 1 feminine. So there could be a feminine energy that's dipping and going in another direction. So it could be a warning or it could be a blessing. You take it as it resonates.
Okay, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, I feel like you're a little stressed out here. It's like you're worried about standing your ground and communicating with your partner. So there's something that you need to say. You got to get something off your chest, okay? You definitely got to get something off your chest. Now, again, with this, your person, it's almost like this person thinks about the past a lot. Their wish fulfillment is the past. Is a past person? Is a past soulmate? And it's almost like they resist. They resist things, or they're very guarded and defensive when it comes to you wanting to get something. Maybe that's what you need to, you're trying to approach this. And they're very guarded and defensive every time you bring it up. Okay. But they're going to end up regretting that. They're going to have some regret and remorse on that one, because in the center of the read, the obstacle is a new passionate beginning. So, with an option. Okay. So you're waiting and seeing. You're waiting and seeing. Is this person cheating on me? Is this person going back to the ex? What's happening here? Right. And because the outcome is a tower moment. Shit's about to get real. Okay. I feel like the person from the past is a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Them moving towards this person or going by and seeing this person is causing a lot of burden. It's causing a lot of problems in this relationship. And here you are, Sagittarius. You're coming out in the advice. The advice is you being at a crossroads. You're thinking this is your divine masculine and you're being guided in this direction. But I feel like that's not the case here, because I feel like it's toxic. I feel like it's toxic. So you may be misleading. You may be thinking this is your person when it's not. Okay. It's not. It's not, because this person's sneaky, mysterious, and hiding information. Okay. So at the end of the day, even if it is your twin, it might be right person, wrong time. Okay. Because that could be a karmic he's dealing with versus you being the soulmate. Or in this case, you could be the karmic and he could be the divine masculine for that Queen of Pentacles. So take it out, resonates.
All right, Sag. The energy between you and your person is you guys are missing each other tremendously. The problem is the way this person is coming towards you is they're giving you mixed signals. Like, this person could be portraying that they're in a relationship with someone else, that they found someone else. Maybe they're flaunting someone else in your face. But they still miss you tremendously. This person may have even gotten someone else pregnant, but they still miss you tremendously. I mean, their intention towards you is to manifest you back. This person wants you to regret losing them so that you come back to them. Their next action is, I mean, they're staying away. They're not pursuing the connection, but they're trying to flaunt so that you get tempted or taunted to reach out to them. And the way they see you is the Knight of Cups. They feel like you're going to do it. They feel like you're going to do it. The problem is, what they don't know is that you're sitting in Nine of Pentacles energy. You're just fine without this person. What they're hiding is the Page of Wands. They want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. They want to be in a committed relationship with someone else, but they still want that connection with you. The way you see this is the Justice card and the Nine of Wands. You wouldn't touch this person with a 10-foot pole at all. They're in a relationship with someone else, and you don't want that type of karma on your life. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to go anywhere near this person. You know, the challenge is you made your choice. You chose that person. You made that bed. Be happy with it and lie in it. With the Fool card, I'm going to go be free and I'm going to go entertain, I'm going to go find my happily ever after, since you've already found yours. So what they're doing is backfiring, because they're trying to antagonize you into reaching out to them. But what they're doing is actually pushing you away, because you're like, oh, perfect. You have found your happily ever after. Well, that sets me free to go find mine. The outcome here is you're not talking to this person. They have someone else in their life. They're miserable there and they can keep it. You're going to go find somebody that actually makes you happy. Your advice with the Hermit is to think before you act. Don't let this person get into your head. Know what you deserve and, go out there and find it. And you will with the Four of Wands. You will find somebody to give you the love, commitment, and devotion that you deserve.
Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, I feel like you're in pre-Empress energy here, and I feel like you may be a little guarded and defensive when it comes to talking to the Emperor, okay? I feel like this is just a fight. This is just a fight. Now, how your person is acting, they may be lying to you or deceiving you. You're waiting for things to be peaceful and balanced, and or maybe they lied and now they're trying to get they're maybe trying to get some peace after they've lied and trying to wait to see if this can move forward. Okay, but this is a divine soulmate. This is a divine soulmate here. Okay, now the obstacle is there's somebody from the past that's been a burden and they're obsessed with watching. Okay, I feel a karmic. I feel a karmic here. Okay. Somebody's paying attention to what's going on between the two of you. The outcome is a hidden third party it's been going on for a long time. And you may be trapped in your head about this. Now, what I do know, a thing or two about a twin flame. Now, this person's here for a reason, guys. Now, even though it's annoying, even though it's hurtful, it's painful, you have to go through this in order to be ready for when you have to help raise the vibration, right? So if you think about a twin flame, think about somebody who has to have strength at the end of the day. The strength has to be there, because if they're not strong, they can't do what they're here for. Okay. So how do you gain strength? You gain strength through a pain, literally. You don't learn from unicorns and rainbows. You learn from, why can't I even think today? My brain is shutting down. You learn
Mercury's
through
on its way.
Yeah, exactly. You learn through pain. You learn through going through things, right? That makes you the stronger person, being able to handle different things. Not bitter, but better, right? So I feel like even though there was a hidden third party, this person's got their eye on you. They're watching everything you do. Now, it's very common for them to do witchcraft in these cases because, with the devil and the moon, this person is, there's an illusion, the devil's illusion, right? So people want to watch because the card that we have is the unknown caller, stalking, hanging up, unknown numbers. This person's up in your business. They're wanting to cause havoc, right? They're wanting to cause mayhem. They're trying to get you to walk away when it comes to love. They want to rush in so that they can have the commitment. So this person is here to try to steal what you have. Don't let people block your blessings. And take it with a grain of salt. You got to learn to protect your energy. And in a twin flame, you will learn these lessons. I promise you. You will learn the lessons.
Yeah. So Capricorn, the energy that I'm getting between you and your person is this person, they moved a little too quickly. This person wanted to leave you. They wanted to one-up you. They wanted to show you that, the energy that I'm kind of getting is like, when you're trying to explain to your person that they're wrong and they want to be right so bad that they leave you and they go find someone else that tells them that they're right about everything, And that's what they did. But now in hindsight, they're looking back and they're like, you know what? Capricorn was right. I really shouldn't have said that. I really shouldn't have done that. And the way this person is coming towards you, Capricorn, is they're committed somewhere and they're going to try to reach out to you. They're going to try to talk to you. They want to, when they're alone, not with their person, they're going to reach out to try to see if you guys can work things out. The way they see you, Capricorn, is that you would jump right on them. You would jump on the opportunity to reconcile with them. But I don't believe you're going to. What this person is hiding is they know that they had a blessing and they know that it's their ego that pushed it away. I do feel, Capricorn, that them coming back around towards you kind of feeds your ego a little bit. It's going to help you move on. It's going to help gain closure. It's almost like I just want to hear that they know that they did me dirty, that they messed up. And like, I just want to see them get their karma. And you're going to, Capricorn. You're going to. The challenge here is that you're not going to take any risks with this person. You don't trust them. You don't want to be with them. You just wanted to see them grovel real quick. That's all you kind of needed to heal yourself and move on. And you're going to get it. You are going to get it. It may be longer than you expect before you get it, but this person is stuck on you. They are stuck on you. This person betrayed you deeply, and your advice is to not let them back in. Just take what you're seeing and what you're hearing and use it as a soothing balm to move on from them. And that's it.
Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius, I feel like you're just you got your heads in the clouds. Like you're not even, you're not paying attention to anything. You're just kind of floating. But you are kind of obsessed with closing a cycle. You're wanting something to be over. Maybe you were naive, because the fool can be naive. I feel like this is about you wishing to close some kind of a toxic karmic cycle here, but you got to get your head out of the clouds. That's what I'm feeling, because the person you were dealing with, they feel like that third party Queen of Wands was just, they're there for the sex, that you're juggling their happiness. So this is about somebody who feels that there's a third party here. They feel like you're still cheating on them, okay? And you're kind of being naive. That the problem here, or the obstacle, is heartbroken about the past. Your person is heartbroken over the past. And they're in their emotions. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. They're always in their emotions when they communicate. This is all like, it will always come out. It's like word vomit. Every time you have an argument, that bag of shit comes out of the closet. You get whacked over the head, Aquarius, because this person feels there's unfinished business here, right? And the outcome, you're coming in King of Swords. Now you may have some regret. You may regret that you made this relationship an option. I almost feel like you didn't dedicate yourself to your person, that it was just, just like any other relationship. You really didn't give it any power. You didn't give it any validity, right? So you never gave this person. You may even be married to this person, but you didn't acknowledge the relationship the way you should have, right? Because the advice is, this is a commitment. So this tells me you could be married, right? This is a commitment with somebody who is more than your equal, right? When it comes to this, you're in King of Swords mode. This is before you level up to be on the level, right? So this is your person. This is your wish fulfillment in love. You had everything in your hand, but you're not looking at it. You're over here with this cycle that you may be obsessed with, right? But this thing needs to be closed. You got push and pull, power struggle, imbalance, stubborn. I almost feel like they're talking to you when it comes to this, because in the outcome, you're the first card I pull, right? So pay attention. If this is your person, give that person the value that they deserve. Because that's what I feel like. It's lack of value in this. It's an imbalance here.
Okay, so Aquarius, what I'm getting here is you have a friends with benefits situation, and this person is trying to crawl their little booty out of the friend zone. Okay, there's an understanding. The energy between you and your person is the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands. There's an understanding that this is just fun and games. This is just a good time. That's all this is. Okay, please be warned here, Aquarius, because the way this person is coming towards you is secretly, this person could be planning on trying to get you pregnant or getting pregnant by you. Okay, this is somebody that wants to hold on to you. Their intention is to maybe have a child with you, or their intention is to talk to you about high levels of commitment. Okay, their next action is the Queen of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, to have an honest conversation about, I don't want to let you go. I'm tired of you, zipping up your pants and running out the door. I want you to stay and watch a movie. I want you to stay and have dinner with me. I want you to stay, Now, the way they see you, Aquarius, is that you're very happy with the situation as is. You're at peace with the fact that you guys just, you're having a little fun. You don't seem to be bothered about this. I mean, this is what you guys discussed. This is what was agreed upon. And this is what you're okay with. Secretly, what they're hiding is they're falling in love with you, Aquarius. Okay. They are falling in love with you. And the way you see this situation is the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. You may have a high stress job, or you may do a lot in your life. Like, I don't know, maybe you're a single parent, maybe you work a lot. But with the Four of Swords, it's like, you just want a place to like kind of like go get your rocks off, chill out for a minute and leave. You're not looking for the extra additional, the challenge here is the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. You just want friendship here. You're not looking for the burden of a relationship, marriage, and all that other good stuff. You're just not looking for that. The outcome here is the 4 of Wands with the Knight of Cups and the 10 of Cups. An offer is going to be made of, listen, I want to live happily ever after with you. And I think that Aquarius, it's going to stress you out, because with the Moon card and the Ace of Wands, it's like, wait a minute, I thought this was, let's get our rocks off and go our separate ways. Like, what are you talking about right now? I'm not trying to ride off into the sunset with you. I'm just trying to get it on and go home. That's all I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with, you guys are on two totally separate pages. Your advice here, 3 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Yeah, this person is seeing a relationship here, and it's time to end it. 10 of Swords with the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. You're going to think this person is off their rocker, because you have given them nothing to work with. How can you be in love with me? I haven't even been, all we do is this and leave each other. We don't even hang out, you just, you're just a little confused, and you just want to you feel confused, uncomfortable, and you just want to get out of there. So I see a friends with benefit situation coming to an end here.
Well, there you go. Okay, Pisces. Ooh, Pisces, you had 11111.
Nice.
There you go. 11111, baby. That, look up that. Okay, Pisces, I feel like you're worried about your partner cheating because you think there's a third party, and this is causing you some anxiety, some sleepless nights. You feel like you're being backstabbed here. It's almost like this person's rushing in, rushing out, that you feel left out in the cold. You feel like this person is spending time with somebody else. Now, Pisces, the way they look at you, they're looking at you as a masculine energy here. Okay, you're looking at King of Cups. They think you're in love with somebody else. They think you're in love with somebody else. You're not, you're with this person. So you both are thinking the same thing about the other person. Interesting. The obstacle is, are you going to be single or committed? You want an honest partner. You want somebody who's going to be completely honest with you. I want to clarify that, because I feel like that King of Pentacles is the one you think is doing the deeds. Okay, so this could be you're trying to master your emotions about love. It's all about love to you, is what, in his judgment, it's all about love to you. He sees things differently. Like, this person's really not committed to the relationship. When you're in a relationship with somebody, it's reciprocal. This isn't reciprocal. This is somebody who is doing their own thing, and you're maybe more in love with them than they are with you, because you want a truthful partner. You don't know if you want to be committed or be single. Now, the outcome, you're trying to rebuild a broken heart because of a third-party relationship. See, you're in this relationship with this person knowing full well that they're seeing somebody else. You know it. If your intuition is telling you, in Pisces, you are one of the most intuitive signs in the zodiac. If you got bells and whistles, they're going off for a reason. Now, you're coming in your masculine energy. It's almost like, I feel like you're feminine, but you're coming in masculine Cancer, King of Cups energy. Okay. But I feel like you're trying to rebuild a broken heart because of a relationship with a third party. See, and at the end of the day, you're going to walk away from this. You know, it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. And I feel like you knew this, though. You knew this. Your intuition was sending off flares, and you were still like staying. People stay in relationships. Sometimes they confuse what could be with what really is. Okay. So when you confuse what's actually happening versus what you wish would happen, or even being comfortable in your own misery. That's why people stay in these relationships, even though you know this person's up to no good and you're getting zero. You're getting a goose egg from this person in the relationship. You have to know your worth and value, and you have to choose you. And I see you doing that in the end, Pisces. I see you choosing you over this person. And this is saying faith, healing, intuition, and dreams. Okay, you already knew it. This is about you really needed to just use your intuition in the situation and move forward. So that's what I got.
Okay, so Pisces, what I'm getting here for you is an apology with changed behavior. Someone here knows that they really hurt your feelings. They know that they were whatever they did. It doesn't necessarily have to be cheating, you know. They just hurt your feelings. I do feel like this person wants to apologize. They want to put the work in. I do feel that their intention is they know that you're holding a grudge, and they know that you're really, really upset. Their intention is to shut this chapter out of this connection and never do this to you again. This is someone that's learning where your boundaries are. Okay. I do feel like their next action towards you is to give you your space for a little bit for you to calm down, but then they're going to come back with an apology. This person does feel that the way they feel about you is that if they give you a little time to breathe and settle down, that you will or would be willing to sit down and have a conversation with them. This person does know that they did something shady, they lied, they were deceptive, they did something that they shouldn't have done. So they do know that, you making that decision to push them away is valid. And they also know that if they do get another chance with you, they can't be messing up like this. Okay. I do feel like you're very disappointed in this person. This person may have given into some type of temptation. And guys, temptation could be anything. Let's just say you're dealing with someone that's been clean from drinking, drugs, gambling for a certain period of time. They may have given into that temptation, or they may have spoken badly. Let's just say, like, every relationship has rules, right? Pisces, like one of my rules in a relationship for my boyfriend is you could have female friends, but it cannot be a female friend that you've entertained in the past sexually. I just feel like a barrier has been crossed there, and it's too easy to reconnect in that. I don't know. There's something about that bothers me. Like, I don't want to be sitting across from somebody that knows what my person looks like naked, So this person may have went ahead and, spoken to someone that they used to sleep with, It's like someone here, it doesn't necessarily have to be cheating, but it's just this energy of they did something that they shouldn't have done. And this person is realizing that you are not playing when you say that it is not okay for them to do that. I do feel like this reconciliation is going to come with changed behavior, and I do feel like this reconciliation is going to come with them never mistreating you like that again. Okay?
Well, there you go. Okay, so we are done. We are done, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Gina. I know you've got a lot on your plate this week, so I appreciate you so very much. So anyway, guys, we'll tune in next week for another exciting episode of Piping Hot Tarot Tea. Piping Hot Tarot Talk with me and Gina from Cancer Baby Tarot. Have a blessed day, guys.
Love you guys. Bye, guys.